And as you are aware, the money is going to the parishes, the efforts, not only the money, but all the efforts, all interventions, and focusing on the parish. So I think when the municipality team goes around to carry out enterprise selection, the farmers in the scheme should be proactive, should be available, should make their contributions on what kinds of enterprises they want to promote. Because that's the beginning point. Once the rice is not chosen as one of the enterprises,
I get you.
then they don't benefit. So that's the appeal I'm making to the farmers.
So Mary, please, you note that,
Yes.
you pass it over to your leadership committee of your farmer field school so that you organize yourself in advance.
Exactly.
Here I was just lobbying for you just and don't keep quiet. Just come to his office anytime, because usually what I've seen, Julius, before you bring the second point, we fear your offices. We, the runners, the farmers. But please, you come. Give him added time by reminding him. Organize yourself, select the commodity, so that by the time he comes, you people are organized. Because I know how good you people are down there.
The second point is, I'm still emphasizing this for my sister Emilia to also note that some of us are still very uncomfortable with the activities that IESA was supposed to have carried out, but has never completed up to today. And I've always said this even to Minister of Water when I have an opportunity, that IESA has never completed what they were supposed to do. The issues you have raised, like the farmer field school that was selected and was not following the actual principle that was supposed to be followed.
Hope I'm not pinning a fellow consultant, but so what we saw as a challenge. Yes.
You are not. Issues of farmer field schools, issues of organizing the farmers into viable farmer institutions, issues of the association versus Nyakatonzi cooperatives were issues that were supposed to be handled by IESA. But even up to today, when I meet them, I say, what is the way forward? They don't tell us. At some point, I
can you repeat the issues you talk about? Because after here, I'm going to call immediately, and then I give you an answer.
Yes.
So you said issues of what?
The issues of farmer field schools. We're talking about now 2 or 3 that are active.
But they had the 26.
They were supposed to be around 26.
Or 28.
What else?
Some with the 2 members.
The second one is coming up with a list of farmers from Mubuku 2. Of course, not considering the land that is not yet allocated, but for the land that was under Nyakatonzi. They were supposed to have harmonized with Nyakatonzi, and then we know that these are the farmers we are talking about.
But for that one, I hear Nyakatonzi people are the ones who refused them. But
There
first
was,
finish.
There was confusion there. The third point is now organizing those farmers into a viable farmer institution that is going to take charge of.
So there's no cooperative or water association under Mubuku.
It is shaky. Actually, as I speak now, nobody seems to be sure of which institution is managing. Even Nyakatonzi themselves, when you talk to them, they are still also not very sure of exactly which institution is supposed to manage and how. So I think, Madam, now that you have an opportunity that you sit with Minister of Water, please, that concern is very, very paramount, because to us, even if they handed over the scheme tomorrow, to us, there will still be a challenge.
Can I say something about that? Okay, as I told you, we shall say a lot. This is very good that you brought it, because it is something that needs to be handled before. It is also the ones who are responsible. It's also Minister of Water and Environment, because initially, in fact, it was supposed to be us. But the way the project was organized, they put it to themselves to manage, and they have had challenges. I'm not talking bad about it, but I want to tell the truth.
Yes.
IESA was given 3 excuse me, I wouldn't want you to take this.
Then another challenge, maybe you ask her to take it to more.
Don't give me a lot, because I will not save you.
The challenge we are getting from these farmers.
Because they think I'm the one who tells you.
No, it's not the case.
So because
well, we were seeing a number of actually complaints from the farmers about the what is connected with the copper, and that's also more.
I talked about that in the meeting we had. I told you they did a water analysis. They have water analysis report to that effect. The only thing is, how can you access it? I don't know, because even me I haven't accessed it. But But they did it. I'm very sure of that. Yeah, but they also say, I think the water has no issue. I remember I talked about that in our meeting. Yes, we discussed it. You know, whatever you see, you know me. When we go in that meeting, I'll tell them everything point blank as it is. I talked about it. They said that they had also set another team.
Yeah, there's the team that they only said.
Yeah, I think they said they are sending
about
another
2-3
team.
weeks ago.
Yes.
Which is handling the information.
Yeah.
Carried samples from
Yes, that is true. I took the report. Those are also my words. You know, when I reach there, they crucify me. They say it is misensitizing you. But I have to make sure that you benefit because it is my role. So that one is also being handled. Yeah.
Maybe one last point before my colleague comes in is about the hybrid seed that Kawia was talking about. You know, for us at our level as a district, even if we try to rub shoulders with the investors, the Chinese, we may never succeed. Sometimes some of these big investors are another class of people that they will not cooperate.
Not only that, because they know they want to have that niche. They want to be there with it alone.
They want to monopolize.
And it will take a lot more memorandum of understanding. But me, I would advise on that note.
Yes.
Just leave the other seed.
Yes.
We can still do better with what we have.
Yes.
Just make sure that you do the right things and the yields will increase and you can even get much more money.
After on that one,
Because they will not give you their seed. That is what I can say. They have told you it's coming from China. Do you have money to import it?
there is a variety that is not supposed, but somebody is coordinating us with somebody in Naro that will be tried here. This is the country director for Limo Trust. They were here for this similar meeting and the issue came up.
Even I think tomorrow you have them.
I
You
don't
have the business team coming. There's a team coming from
The
that
PS is the one
component.
coming tomorrow. In PS of May. Don't know
So
where
we want to try it here.
Maybe it's coming. But
Maybe
saying
it's
it all
coming.
good.
But
Oh,
we are working out.
it's
We are working out with that lady who gave us even the contact of that scientist who can give us that variety. So that is also tried and we sell.
No, but for Naro you don't have to worry because it is us. Me and you know that.
Exactly.
You just have to write and you will have land in the
But
scheme.
they will need the land.
No, the land is there.
Yeah.
The land is there. We have land in all the old and in the new. We have land. They can try it anyway.
Yeah.
So with the Naro, don't worry. You can always tell us, or you can always write,
Yeah.
and then they can always. Even Kawaya is here. You have Kawaya. Kawaya is part of us, much as his WSS.
Yes.
He's also part of us.
That is true.
So Kawaya, make sure these people access that variety. There's a variety that here they wanted to try here.
Which one?
Help them get there.
It is not yet identified.
It's a new variety
It's
here.
being promoted
But
by
Naro has released the 4, now Rice 1 to now Rice 4.
So Bayambe.
One of it is now Rice 1, which is PR 107.
That one
It's
is
supposed to
growing,
to compete with the super.
I think that's
You know, Naro has failed to breed the super for some time. The super variety of rice. So it's the one. Once I get some seed, I will say we can try it out.
No, they wanted, in fact, actually, we want to have a.
My name is Mukundo Amran. I'm the chairperson of KK Farmers Unit School and the TOT. Members around, first of all, I have to appreciate the WSS. Initially, farmers, each farmer would die individually, but they have brought us together to work as a team. This has increased our level of socialization, and now we share challenges in the scheme, all of us. So they have taught us very many things. Initially, actually, we would look after grass, not rice, because we would do it in a very disorganized way. The rice is full of grass during the bird chasing time, but they showed us a smart way of handling rice that is cheaper and increased production. Initially, we would grow rice, and you find that in an acre, you're going to harvest around 700 kilograms. But myself and you, the first breed they brought to us, in half an acre, I had to harvest 1,040 kilograms from half an acre that I would not get from the acre. So it was it was very great to us. Actually, they have changed our ways of living. The other thing we have learned the agronomy of rice. At least we know the best variety to put in a wet area, and we know the best variety to put in a dry area. We know the best chemical to apply, or the fertilizer to put at which stage. We have known all of them. But still, I have a request to those who are here, if it is possible. First of all, I request that at least, if there is any way you can guide us to form an association as farmers that will not affect Nyakatonzi, you allow us to do it. It has some advantages. Number one, our farmers, traditionally, I don't know why, farmers are always poor. Yeah.
I'm a rich farmer.
Most of them, because in most cases, what they harvest today, they spend it. But if we have an association and we be saving the little coins we have, farmers will be helped to get where to have funding at any stage they need it. Majorly, rice farmers are being cheated by money lenders. You find someone will borrow 500,000 at the start of the season, but by the time he's going to pay that money, you find someone is paying an interest of around 150% of that money. For example, in my KK, we started saving 1 year back. These days we can help each other. Someone cannot fail to get a bag of fertilizer. The other thing, if there is a way, please, the district officials, you help us on the issue of chemicals. Myself, I have an idea that you can create a private extension officer within us who will not be a technician, but at least right now we know all these chemicals and how they work. You can create him as an outlet of the products that can be there, such that because for him he can easily reach these farmers. Either they get on interest and pay after the harvest, or he sells them but to a normal price, because we are being abnormally cheated by these dealers. I will give an example. If I wanted to buy 2,4-D Roundup, I reached in a shop where I was supposed to buy it. I bought a liter at 15,000. I wanted 4 bottles. This supplier had remained with only 2 bottles. I bought the 2. In the next shop where I went, this other supplier wanted 25,000. There was a difference of 10,000. It is evident enough that people are being abnormally cheated. But if we handle it ourselves from a right source that can be trusted, and then directly taken to the farmer, it can reduce on buying even wrong chemicals. We know now which diseases affects and which chemicals. Then finally, we have 2 diseases that are affecting tomatoes. One of them is bacterial wilt, where the plant completely dries and it has no medicine. I inquired, they said you have to, 1, apply crop rotation, or stop planting these crops that affected eggplants, tomatoes, green peppers, for a period of 7 years, which is too much. Then the other diseases.
Who told you that?
Are you in touch with the
Who told you that?
officer?
Because even this one can tell exactly. So even in the one sitting
There is a consultant we are working with from Naro, Dr. Rehema.
You are with Ibrahim.
There is Rehema and Id Ramadan.
Okay, it is part of us.
Yeah.
And I'm holding.
Then the other disease is tuta absoluta. That one has that one. It has medicine, but it is too expensive. A bottle of 50 ml is at 50,000. In most cases, actually, if you compute a liter is at 1 million. In most cases, our local farmers may not afford to buy it. So that is my concern. So we really